Sunday morning on CBS. And here again is Lee Cowan.
One on One was a big hit for Hall & Oates back in 1983. It's just one of the songs that keeps the duo much in demand to this very day. Here's Serena Altschul for The Record.
The video may be dated, but the music definitely holds up.
Oh, here she comes. Watch out, boy, to shoot you up. Oh, here she comes. She's a man-eater.
And at a recent rehearsal, Daryl Hall and John Oates run through their greatest hits.
You're out of touch. I'm out of time.
Gearing up for their latest tour while looking back at a decades-old partnership.
Did I think that I'd be working with John and we'd be sitting side by side all these years later? Right. No, I didn't. Right. Didn't even occur to me.
Daryl's 70 and John's 69. For them and their fans, the dreams keep coming true.
Our job is the job that everyone dreams of. Play instruments, sing, write music, make records. Why would you want to quit?
The duo has sold more than 80 million albums. They've been inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame and the Songwriters Hall of Fame. Not a bad life for two very different people.
Well, if you look on every album we've ever made, it says Daryl Hall and John Oates. Now, it may seem a subtle distinction, but we've always looked at ourselves as two individuals who are distinctly, different, who work together. And to this day, that's how we view ourselves.
One thing they do have in common is Philadelphia. What's that city mean to you?
It's my hometown, it's where I was a kid. It was the biggest influence on me because I think the most important influences are your early ones, and boy was I in the right place at the right time.
Both attended Temple University. Both had their own bands. But how did they meet?
This is freaking me out, by the way.
John took us back to Philly, to the exact spot where Hall & Oates' history all began.
Yes, it was called the Adelphi Ballroom.
Their bands were to perform separately, but they say that's when a gunfight broke out. Yes, a gunfight.
We had to leave. That's when we met. We met in the elevator, and I found out that he went to Temple.
It's hard to go back in time. It's hard to you can have memories, but when the memories are connected to the actual physical space, we're actually standing in the same place where,
you guys met here.
Basically, Daryl's recording career, my career started right here in this room.
Partners of almost 50 years.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know. This is too much for me.
I love it. I love it. After becoming roommates in this house,
so I moved into the third floor up there.
They started jamming together.
Because I used to play my little Wurlitzer piano, and I had a mandolin, and I used to play that. And he had his acoustic guitar, and he just, it was proximity, really. It was an interesting coming together of music, and I think it formed especially our original sound, this sort of hybrid of soul music and folk music.
And in 1973, they co-wrote what would become their breakthrough song.
It was magical. It was creating something from nothing that somehow has a universal appeal, but at the same time is rooted in this everyday sense of loss.
And then another pop classic, Sarah Smile, this one written by Daryl. We've got this 1976 performance of Sarah Smile on YouTube where you hold a note for an impossibly long time.
Was I showing off?
The hits kept coming,
You're a rich girl, and you're
including Rich Girl, even though it's actually about a guy.
You can rely on the old man's money.
And I wrote that chorus. He can rely on his old man's money. And then I left it for about a year.
A year?
Yeah.
Say money won't get you too far, get you too far.
So then I sat down and I said, well, rich guy is stupid. That doesn't work. So I changed it to rich girl.
By the 1980s, Daryl Hall and John Oates had reached the top, thanks to a string of catchy songs. They also became fixtures on the just-launched MTV.
I want my MTV. I want my MTV. They came to us. You know, we had a bunch of hit records. They said, we need music videos. And we said, what's a music video? Well, wear some funny clothes, jump around in front of a black curtain, and that's it.
You know, nobody knew what a video was.
Right.
So we did these stupid videos.
Looking back, you think they were stupid? Really?
Oh, yeah, of course.
In 1984, they found themselves on the set of their Out of Touch music video.
This was the suit that I wore in the Out of Touch video. I call it my dog suit.
That's your dog
It looks like a Dalmatian in it.
The song reached #1, but the video proved to be a turning point.
Here we are, and Daryl and I are sealed inside this huge bass drum. It's 3 o'clock in the morning, and we're like, look what are we doing?
We looked at each other in the drum, and we went, okay, this is what we're doing. Is this what we were meant to do in life?
So at the height of their success, they took a break, but never really broke up. Both continue to release solo albums, and John has written a new memoir. Daryl created the popular Live from Daryl's House, a web series where he performs with young artists and legends like Smokey Robinson. While Hall and Oates don't record together anymore, they still perform as a duo. And there's no end in sight.
I'm so happy to have a multi-generational audience, you know, and that's an amazing thing, that I can cross generations. I love that.
We are now bigger than we ever were in our entire careers. If someone would have told me in the early 70s that, flash forward to 2017, that we'd be playing giant stadiums and things like that, it's crazy.